speak a bit for me?
Bum 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 bum.
Nah, you sound good. Fucking. Gotta have this window up so in case that we say a bad word, I can type it down. That was actually
I
really
never got
helpful
that word in
last
my life,
episode.
bro.
Almost missed one. To pass you was like, hey, you missed one earlier, and I was like, oh, and I was like, oh.
I was right. I keep track. Yeah, I can. Actually, no, there's no right point maybe on you right. You're like right down there. Yeah, I literally don't fucking need him until. The thing with Carla is I do not need her to Baldur's Gate now because I did her shit. So like.
1, 2, 3. I breathed in and fucking choked myself.
Bruh.
Had to redo that for the future chubs. 1. What is episode like? 2? Right? Yeah.
No. Nigga,
Yeah.
it's not episode 2.
That's what
It's
you
episode.
said.
Well, no, because Judgment will be 1, Naruto will be 2. This will be episode 3. This is a separate episode from
I
Naruto. Like,
fucking I forget what I'm playing.
yeah, I'm giving them different like titles and shit. Like,
Numbers fucking
we don't have to say a number. I can just label it. Like, it's a topic that really matters more.
anyway. So episode 3, gotcha. 1, 2, 3. Hello everyone, welcome to the Getaway Podcast. It's me, Chubbs.
I'm Skelly.
A little bit of pause there. And today we're continuing about Naruto.
The best series in the world. This is what I've been waiting for to
All the-
shit on you.
All the shit we can negatively say.
To be fair, like I really don't have much on the original series. Like, the only thing I can think of is, like I said, I tried to rewatch it like a year or two ago, and I cannot, bro.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it's like 5 minutes of the previous episode, 10 minutes of freeze frames, cutting back and forth, and stuff like that. And then it's like 10 minutes of actual new content.
Yeah, part 1 Naruto is peak fiction. You can say it, bro. We all agree, you know?
To be fair, that's my only big like criticism. On that, like female characters everyone knows suck in Naruto, but
They're not as bad as probably later on. Still not
that's
the
yeah, because
greatest.
they're kids. Like they're more understandable as kids when they're like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they're still 16, but still, fucking like. But the one thing I do like on New Shonen is like how much better paced it is, more than old Shonen, you know. And Naruto
Yeah.
is like the peak example of that, where I'm like, oh man, they're cutting back and forth 20 times. Like, did you watch the Kakashi and Zabuza fight, the first one, bro? That shit takes so long. I'm just like, get over it already.
Bruh, I remember back in the day when I was a little kid, bro, staying up for Adult Swim and like watching it. It's just like, cause it's been like a week at that point. It's real like, it's just like it's going through the whole prelude, and then you get to the fight. You're like, oh man, memories. I'm trying to think if there's anything on part 1 that I was like, so I'm not counting retcons because that kind of leads into later series. I'm like a part 1 something they did that I was like, I hate that. Fucking. Besides, that's really not the anime. More of just like the anime, like how anime was aired.
Naruto, yeah. Our one really mostly gets run by Shippuden, to be honest.
Yeah. I just don't really like. I guess we really just kind of started just listing off. It's not really an order, to be honest.
No, we're just gonna mainly hop into Shippuden because, like,
You might
that's
just
mainly
throw
our-
one out there to get started.
well,
The Power of the Hyuga Clan. You mentioned this last episode, but like, it's like I think it's part 1 Naruto where they state like the Hyuga are like the
they
strong.
say it's better than the Sharingan. That's like word for word. They say it's better than the Sharingan.
But not only that, it's also say like I think that like it's they like they're like the strongest clan at one point in Leaf Village, but like the Sharingan now is like bodies the Bakugan, and
it's like god level shit. Like,
and like the Hyuga are just kind of like there. So like It's really weird, especially when it's like, I'll this is such a good way because leads another shit I can go on about, but like on like that, like the Bakugan was such like a like especially in the Ninja Wars, it was like a must get. Like it's really powerful, but like it just kind of gets shit on. Like besides like every once in a while someone need to go like I got to detect chakra, it's fucking like really useless. Which leads to another thing is that like in part one of Naruto, like you may forget it now, but like just a Sharingan alone is rare. Technically, at the time, it was rare because well, the Chi clan was already wiped out, but like it was stated that like it's you to get that you have to go through like such stress in your life, so you have to get that alone with like a Sharingan, and then the Manganku Sharingan is even rarer. So like I think Itachi said he was one of three people that had it, like the
Yeah,
Mangaku
because they're like,
Sharingan.
you have to do all this shit to get it, but then everyone just has it or steals it.
But then
Like,
like we see in the Great Ninja War flashbacks, I have to Uchiha have fucking Sharingans. Obito and Madara and fucking I think someone else has a Mangaku. Shizu has a Mangaku Sharingan. So it don't seem that rare to be honest at that point. Um,
no, fucking scum.
and it like I think it kind of kills it because like when it's only like because when it's like that rare and shit, it's like kind of like a whoa, like you know. That's the leaves into Itachi because it's like oh he struggles a lot, but like especially when you go jumping to Boruto real quickly, especially when we see how Sakura gets her Sharingan, it really kills that like you know that fucking that weight because it's like we were thinking oh you have to like do like to kill some people, like, you do some crazy stuff, and it's like no you just gotta be like have a like really bad day or just kind of a little sad boy and you get your Sharingan. So it kind of really kills that weight of
Sasuke
it.
was literally on the verge of death to get his. Like, it was a life or death situation.
So like that's fucking dumb. Uh, what else I got written here? Kaguya's divine origin. Like what I like about the original message of Naruto, go leading up before we get to like Ninja arc, it is kind of like a cycle of hatred, especially like with the Pain arc. Like it's just a cycle of hatred between all these nations and like death and sadness all around. And like you know, especially between like Sasuke and like you know Naruto, it's a really big thing. But when we reveal Kaguya, when you learn that it was just this all came about because some aliens needed to farm some like chakra from a planet, and like you're just a reincarnation of
Aliens, it's so dumb.
some past guy, which also fucks over more shit
Yeah.
because
By the way, Neji right all along.
Neji's speech is that you know you were born perfect in this world, or you're born nothing. And Naruto is like, no, you can break free of that chain, you can power through. But when you're the reborn reincarnation of a god alien,
With the nine tails in you, he's only in you because your dad was Hokage.
like it makes Neji right, especially when your son later on becomes quote a god. So you know it really kills that. Speaking of which, the Nine Tails, um, fucking the tail piece looks so weak when you think about it. So the thing about it is, right? Already the Nine Tails power is included that he's probably stronger than the other tail beasts, and that's whatever, right? But the thing about it, you know, the tail beasts in Naruto,
Yeah.
that is only half of the Nine Tails power. The other half is in the fourth Hokage, which is why he can use the power in the Great War. So that means with only half his power, he's already above them, and it makes him look so weak in comparison. Because like now you gotta wonder like what would it be like if he had full power.
To be fair, that makes sense to me because like nine tails is like the closest to like the 10 tails. Like, all that tracks me. Like,
Be fair, like then like tail beasts have been are super like riding around because sorry all he thought of was like the nine tails and the tail one that was at first to be like a monk spirit until he started riding around the Jinchuriki and stuff. Um, you're gonna laugh at this. Do you remember when that Sakura in the part one had a big aptitude for genjutsu during the Chunin exams? Remember that?
fucking.
Because in the Chunin exams, Kakashi goes, Sakura, you're really good at like you have a good aptitude for genjutsu. Wake them all up. And I read at the time people thought, oh, she's gonna like learn genjutsu, and like she never fucking does that again.
Remember the one chick who was like shut off as being the like good at deflecting genjutsu just so Itachi could shit on her? Like that was the whole purpose. And then she never did anything in the series again except be sad when a sumo or whatever died.
I fucking love that. You know it's dumb. You know I love that because it's a meme now. Whenever time like something like a world tragedy happens in the world, someone goes, "Don't let this distract you from the fact that this bitch did a genjutsu on Itachi of all people. This dumbass bitch." uh, they actually had a callback to Boruto. Her daughter fights Sadara and puts Sadara in the genjutsu.
Wow, congrats.
So. And I'm pretty sure that didn't. I don't think she had Sharingan yet, or she did. She just had the basic Sharingan. Um. So, uh, this is a retcon that I actually didn't even know about until like you had mentioned. I looked it up before this. The third Hokage got a Shinobi stuff. It's because like now it's the first Hokage is the god of Shinobi. I had forgotten that the third Hokage was called that because you asked me you're like, hey, why is the third Hokage like he was the called like the god of Shinobi? I was like, no, he wasn't. I was fucking confused.
I'm pretty sure like that's. I'm pretty sure I said in Naruto Part One, like, 'cause I like it just stuck in my brain. I was like, "Oh, that's a cool name."
But yeah,
He's also a character that just got man just shit on.
well, here's the thing about it, right? Because like he when he fights Orochimaru, he summons the first and second Hokage, and he holds his own. But in the fourth grade Ninja War, he's not even able to compete with any of them. So it's like really weird.
Yeah,
Also, like
he's supposed to be like the ideal. Like he literally in like Part One, he's like supposed to be like the most ideal ninja, like literally like the perfect ninja. And then like he's just like a fucking support character at best later on, like
yeah,
comparatively.
also like during that fight, that's a good fight. In that fight, there's such a moment when he does the Reaper Death Seal, and you're like, what the fuck is that? And it's such a hype moment, so good, just for Orochimaru. Like again, the Reaper Death Seal, it's like it said that nothing can escape from like the belly of the Reaper, okay? And that once a shinobi was sealed away, they would be gone forever, right? But Orochimaru finding the Reaper's mask and like releasing all the sealed souls, that kind of like ruins the original impact, at least for me.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we got to see the Hokage again, but like it kind of kills that moment where it's like, like the third Hokage like he's like I gotcha. Um, Going back to that splitting the tail beast thing, that one's like really interesting to me because it raises a question I know won't be answered. But like, if you could split the tail beast power, like, you know, because like again, he just put a bit of the Kirima's chakra in him, and he was able to go to tail beast like state with no training, like, unlike Naruto. So like, honestly, I think he did that to be like kind of like a cool like here's a moment instead of probably thinking ahead about it. But like, there is a lot of questions what you could do, and also like. I wonder if you had a son, would it transfer down? I guess not, since Boruto's not made no shines. Also, I don't think Boruto needs a fucking another power since he's got too many. I think honestly, if he has a tail beast, I'm done. Like, there's no way. Oh my god, the Renegon. Oh Jesus.
Again, another eye where like it like seems like we're at first, but then they're just hopping everywhere. Or it's like, oh my god, Pain has like it feels like Pain is almost unsolved because like oh it was born to this generation. Then it's like oh nope, I just gave him those. Up, I'm taking them back. Up now, I have them. Up now, Matter has them. Up now, Sasuke has one. It's like calm down.
Well, the Renegon is like it was supposed to be like a surprise in the Bakugan and Sharingan, but then like the Renegon is now simply an evolution of the Sharingan.
No, it was supposed to be like it was originally like where all the other eyes came from. Like
Like,
it was like the top tier. It was like it's what made them. And it was like you had to be born with it or whatever, you know. And it wasn't like Sharingan. I believe it was like random, right?
yeah, like
It was really like some god prophecy type shit where like you could like just get this
I
magical
think Josh said something like it was. I think the frog said it was like the one who holds the Renegon. I think he would either be like because the guy had his own prophecy ability. It was something like It was one of the students would either bring a great destruction or great peace.
Yeah, the dry shit.
And I think Jiraiya saw that Nagato had the Rinnegan, and he's like, he has literally like the god sign of the eye. He's got to be the good one, you know. But like, yeah, the Rinnegan's like really strong, and like first thing, it's kind of like what the fuck, until like at this point, like Madara apparently getting the Rinnegan is just mixing your cells because Madara is like, I guess Hiroshima in me. I just gotta mix like these two chakras. Boom, I got the Rinnegan.
Yeah,
So,
like I literally like shit becomes so. Again, the thing with Naruto's biggest issue, with Kishima's biggest issue, is not knowing when to stop. Like, bro, your shit should have ended so long ago, and you're just still going, and shit it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse. Like, you need to learn when to put up. Like the basic name of not knowing to stop is like the war arc, bro. Because that shit is what like 500 episodes or some broken ass number.
I fucking don't even remember, but yeah. So, it's a lot of like stupid stuff, man. Like a lot of things in Shippuden, man. Like one thing I don't like in part one, what I do like is that like a lot of characters had like a lot of like time. Obviously, you got Naruto, right? But like you see Neji, you see Tintin, you see Lee. You know, you see all these characters coming around and interacting. And in Shippuden, they are literally in the background. So you know, the most those characters are consistently on the
Yeah, no, like
screen.
yeah, in the first one, the cast like get like their own shining moments and shit. Like you get some like you get like a third of that maybe in Naruto. Or, like they'll, instead of like doing all the squads have their shining moments, it's like one member of that squad gets their shining moment. Now you know.
Yeah.
It's like Shikamaru will get like his one thing, and fucking Sasuke will get his one thing. It's like the rest just feel like even more like support characters. Like they were on the back burner, but you somehow pushed them even further back. Like they all feel like useless. Like it generally feels to me on Naruto Sasuke, like nothing matters. Again, like you'll get some arc, like Shikamaru will get his little arc, fucking Shoji will get his little arc during the pain arc, and then that's it. It's like it just doesn't feel nearly as impactful as like the first one did. Where one, they all felt equal, right? That was a good thing. It's like all the squads felt more or less like pretty equal, you know?
Yeah.
Like they all felt like they could have had a chance if they faced each other. Obviously, you know, our team or like Neji's team might pull ahead, but still. And this one, it's like, you do not stand a chance against like Naruto, Sasuke, and them. You know, it's like that gap like widens so fucking much. It just makes some of the characters like just not fun to watch.
Let's see what else. Like oh man. Also like oh my god. I hate Obito. I hate him so much. I hate him so much. Cuz like the whole time it's like this is Madara like oh like no wonder he's hiding his face. He's probably like fucked up, you know? And like the whole time, he even got this like this cool like you know Madara's voice is like really cool too. He's got this deep voice, like it's really cool. And then he takes it off. And he's like Kakashi. You're like what the fuck? Like,
It's Edward Elric from Fullmetal Alchemist.
like what the fuck? Like,
The voice just is not like that good, bro. They should pick a better Obito voice, to be honest.
like especially because like there's a part during the Itachi like shit where he's talking and it's like Zetsu's like well that's crazy and then out of nowhere it seems he's growing stronger. You're like what the fuck? No one's gonna talk about that voice change? Like oh my god, like he's only cool when he's LARPing as Madara.
Yeah,
And,
he's pretty pigs.
and fucking afterwards, he's just like a fucking little angry boy. And then he just switches sides anyway, and he dies. Like, he's fucking stupid.
Choppy, bro. Sometimes you just die.
Like, and then you got Madara, right? Which I thought, like, oh, so like you'll make him the main villain. That fits for me, I guess. And then it's just like backstab. No, I was the main villain. I'm
No,
like,
I was. No, I was. No, I was.
and the problem is it's like there's like, you actually gotta have a graph to learn who's like manipulating who. And so far, I think it's some other clan of aliens, but like we're still getting new ones, so we're still trying to figure out the graph.
Yeah, it's really like Pain manipulated by fucking Madara, Obito manipulated by fucking Madara manipulated by Zetsu the fucking Moon Chick her brother this other alien clan. It's like, well, relax.
Fucking also like a big thing is power scaling. Like, I just don't like. I really just don't get with certain characters. Like,
Again, I do not like the whole giant kaiju fights. I like listen, the Uchiha power with the fucking what are they called? The skeletal
Susanoo.
things. So they're cool. Don't get me wrong, but like at the end of the day, I still like the more hand to hand, like maybe quick, like hand sign like things, way more than giant kaiju fights giant kaiju.
Well, like,
I'm like,
in
this is a
part,
ninja show, bro.
cause in part one, it's like, again, it's really cool when like bad situation plays, and like it's like it starts off pretty simple. Like it's like again they're ninjas. They're trying to out trick the other one, and so like they're trying to hold like their best jutsu. Also like your chakra kind of matters, and before like it's like everyone just has infinite pools of it.
Yeah.
So like again like it's like Naruto is like his best thing is probably Sengon, but he has to charge it. So like a lot of times he's using clones to kind of trick you around, and that's pretty cool. Or like Sasuke uh, has a Chidori, but like he's got to be able to like hit that. It's his like finishing move, but like he's gonna be quick to hit it. So he's using like a lot of like little like using fireballs and shuriken to close distance or keep distances. Sakura is healing. And Kakashi's got all kinds of little tricks up sleeve. Like again, like it's really cool. And Taijutsu is like somewhat important still. Like it's really cool to see them actually going hand to
Yeah.
hand instead of just a fight start and he turns into a skeleton. He activates like a super weapon. And I'm not like there was not giant beast fights back in part one. There was. Orochimaru vs Jiraiya did this. However, it's the reason that's cool is
When does
because
that happen?
Uh, they meet Tsunade, Naruto and Jiraiya, and Orochimaru with Kabuto appears. It's where Kabuto and Tsunade fight as well.
Is this after a Sasuke fucking Naruto fight?
Yes.
Okay, well, that explains. I didn't watch any of that filler shit.
It wasn't. I'm trying to remember. Did he have Rasengan yet? It's
He
been a while.
was.
It's been a while. All I know is like in part one at least, Jiraiya and Orochimaru have like a snake and frog like thing, and Tsunade and Kabuto fight, which I love that. I love that fight a lot. Um, because again, like, cause like now every fucking 5 seconds you ship it in Boruto, it's like you go to God mode and you start flying around and shooting. But like when someone would do a summon jutsu and it would be like a giant like monster, it was like what the fuck. Cause it was like
Yeah,
that's like
it was
on
a rare thing, maybe.
yeah, like again
It's
like
also the most powerful people doing it.
like
It's like, okay.
I'm not saying you can't have like anything crazy, like that's fine, but the thing is like you when you do that you got like you lose impact, like you can't you can't like have a kaiju and then like need to be care about some other guy who's like not doing kaiju stuff,
Yeah.
uh to nerd out a bit. I love that Kabuto Tsunade fight because using her like medical like knowledge,
Yeah.
she hits him in a way where his brain rewires in a way. So if you move like your left foot, your right hand moves, and you move like your left hand, maybe your right foot moves, kind of like where it fucks you up. Kabuto, being so intelligent, takes him about like 20 seconds to realize what goes where and fights in a way he's not used to. And I just love that scene where you're seeing him go left, right, left, right, left, right, right, left, left. Like, again, I know we're shitting on it. I just really love that scene.
Yeah, he got hit with the reverse and fucking Sonic All Stars. He's like, I can do this. Now
Uh,
me, I would get fucked up.
oh, dude, yeah. Then Kabuto's really smart. Um, yeah, at least it's like how like part one right there. It's like again, nothing really flashy. All she did was like do like a medical hit, but like it really it brings up her medical jutsu knowledge. It shows Kabuto's like brain power. Like it's really cool to see than just I am like reincarnation of God, super mega blast. Oh, I teleport behind you, super mega blast. Like, it's a big difference. Like, like actually, it's probably fine in Dragon Ball Z, but this starts off like with like ninjas like thinking ahead and stuff, not just like I'm gonna just power up here. It's like Shikamaru, like his whole jutsu is thinking ahead, you know, because like as an example, if you just see a shadow coming at you, you're just gonna dodge, you know, and he knows this. That's why like whenever time he just comes at you and you back up, usually you land into like him like another shadow which he manipulates. That's like Shikamaru is like a really cool character because his whole like again his whole clan is being tacticians.
Yeah.
So like you know when you see less of those characters or fucking Shino, like I think Shino's cool. You just get nothing
He
with
is
him.
in part one. No, he's cool in part one, and then he's a bum.
Well, the thing about it is like again the thing with Kishimoto, a lot of times he'll introduce projects and like leave them alone. From what I'm like what I remember like what we've seen, Shino would be really strong if he got used. Like some of those bugs have weirdest problem. He breeds bugs, so
Yeah, they live inside him.
see him chakra eating bugs.
Yeah, like they eat away the chakra. That's what they feed on.
So like, it's just it's it's insane to me. Like just not using that. Like there's a whole
Taking
like
a fry into Mataro's asshole and having to eat his chakra from within.
there's a whole like. Do you ever like? I think it's my filler. I liked some of the filler I liked.
I did not watch any filler.
There's an episode where Shino like he gets like beat up in a mission, and because he's a range fighter, people like realize he probably don't know how to fight. So he spends a whole episode learning taijutsu to like be able to like not weigh his team down. And I think he kicks someone back and then he uses bug. So like it's a really cool scene there.
I never used that shit.
Again, like Part One had a way of like making like everyone like feel like they're being used. Kiba, his whole like clan is like dogs and tracking, and like he's like only used when the plot demands it. Like so much of wasted characters, man. Like also like the Uchiha's like prophecy, their whole like little plaque, their whole big thing. This learn it's just some fucking stupid alien creature that wrote it just to be like, oh no, it's this.
Yeah. This didn't know when to stop.
And then like come Boruto, you have Boruto who wants to be cool like Sasuke, and Sarada who wants to be the Hokage. And you're like, okay, I see what you're doing, guy. I got you. You're trying to be funny. God, Boruto has some of like just like what the fuck, like, so Tamari uses like an S tier jutsu. Okay, it's an S tier wind jutsu. Okay, Shikamaru's son, who I think he's only learned like the most basic wind style jutsu at that point. Like he learned a simple like cast one, and that's it. Like he's a beginning. He has like no knowledge. His chakra is also probably super low, right? He picks up her fan, not knowing anything about the jutsu, and cast it twice, and was okay, chakra wise. And that's just like fine. Like this is like not true by the way, but I'm gonna headcanon this anyway. I generally think Boruto has another power, which is the power to make everyone around him weaker. Because when he appears around Sasuke, Sasuke will always get one shot. Sasuke, like when Boruto's not around, is like some like devil, like demon god thing, you know. But as soon as Boruto appears, he's like Boruto, one shot. It's like calm the fuck on, like.
Yeah.
Like you can't do Sasuke like that, bro. I hate the other.
I taken out casually.
Oh god, the Nine Tails dies and Naruto's okay. Again, dude, I also hate the new Kage. I hate them. They're boring. Like they're just the eights in the last one, but like they're all weak. Like there's a point where they all go to help Naruto in the movie, and it's like, oh, we're coming too, and it's like you guys fucking are weak. Like it sucks in the war arc they showed some like cool jutsu, some of them, but it's like they're just weak. Like and you know how like they added the movie to the anime.
Yeah.
What it was one additional scene with I think Gara and the Mitsukage fighting together, and they got bodied by one guy who Boruto like fights. So like Like Boruto and Shikamaru's son, and like pretty much Gaara Jr. did a better job handling that guy than those two Kage level people did.
Yeah, it's so insane because in Shippuden, like the Kages are like literally insanely strong. Like literally, Sasuke's thrown against them to just show how adept they are. Like they even put up like a fight against Madara. Like it's just fucking dumb.
Like, because like there's supposed to be a power scaling. It's like Kage level is like peak. You're like the president of the ninja world. Like you're supposed to be really strong, and like you just get folded easily. Then you have Orochi and like because they're the new Team 7. So you have Boruto, Naruto's son, Sakura, Sasuke's daughter, and then you have I think his name is Mitsuki, and he's the Orochimaru's quote son, and he's like gay for Boruto. He's like Boruto is technically his son, whatever the fuck that means. Uh, you know, so they had like a whole. Did I tell you they did a Sasuke retrieval arc for Boruto?
No.
Oh, so Mitsuki technically goes rogue. So Mitsuki leaves the village, and Boruto's like, "What? He go rogue?" So he sets out to find him. He runs. He goes to meet Orochimaru. So how Orochimaru works in Boruto Land now is he's still got a lab. He still does really dangerous experiments. What does the Leaf Village do? They have Captain Yamato and like two other guys just watching him 24/7. And you're probably thinking us to keep an eye on them, right? They show quickly how fucking Orochimaru is aware of this, and they just fold Yamato like clearly, like technically, like they're running, and Karin appears, goes, "Hey, follow me, we'll get past them," and just easily, and she fucks with them like because she disguises like a Boruto, uncloaks and goes, "Ha, I got you, Yamato," and it's like, are you guys a fucking joke? Like, is this like you're gay? Like, it's a terrorist, guys. Like, so. He goes in, they talk, Orochimaru and Boruto have a fucking little argument, and Boruto's like, Orochimaru's like, "You're kind of like your dad," because he's like, he's my friend no matter what, and it's like kind of like a parallel between Sasuke and Naruto, blah blah. Anyway, they catch up, and Mitsuki's like, "You don't like me," and he pretty much, he does like a lightning attack on Boruto, weakening him, and he runs off to the Stone Village.
Not the Stone Village.
Anyway, after long shit, it learns that Mitsuki was actually undercover and he actually wasn't a bad guy. And the Stone Hokage from like Shippuden, he dies in that arc as well. You remember like the short guy, the short Kage who could float?
Yeah.
He dies.
Well, I mean, he was old as shit.
Yeah, he gets killed by a weird like clone thing. Because he was trying to make like things that could protect the village. And yeah, and so afterwards Mitsuki's fine. But like during this though, they're like, that's when they start questioning Mitsuki. They're like, he kind of looks like weird, And Arthur goes, yeah, so like, and like the elders and Konohamaru were there, and Tsunade, and he goes, yeah, so like that's Orochimaru's like son, and they're like, what? And he's like, yeah. Yeah, so like that's his son. They're like, Osama bin Laden has a son here, and worse for all, right? But like, it's funny. Konohamaru gets angry. He goes, "You put him on my team, knowing what happened to my grandpa."
Yeah.
And Arthur goes, "If I told you, you wouldn't have wanted. You would not be able to hold back your resentment." And it's like, yeah. Like, so but like, it doesn't come up again. Like, Karo does not bring that up to Mitsuki at all.
Bruh.
I feel like that would have like a lot of like to that, but yeah. So, we have a whole episode where Choji's daughter believes that she isn't Choji's daughter. She thinks like Sasuke and other characters are her.
My dad could have gone a black chick.
We learned that Hinata.
That's fucked up too. Like when you really like think about it. And it's fucked up to just be like, nah, you're not my dad because of this.
Yeah, she I don't like her character. She's like, I mean, Choji was a joke character, but like I like Choji. He's funny and stuff. And also like he did have serious moments. She's like a fat, dumb girl. That's her whole. That's her character generally.
Real.
She eats chips and she's like, "What's 2 + 2?" Like that's her whole character. Um, we also had a moment where Sarada was being very sexualized in the manga. Like, I think Boruto appears in an apartment and goes, "I'll do this. I don't go fuck you if you help me." And he leaves and she goes, "God damn, that was hot." And it's like, what the
What?
fuck? uh, like, I don't like the animation of Boruto either, personally. That's
The
like,
newer animation?
yeah, it's the animation. That's just me thing. That's not really anything else. I just don't like it. But like, the thing is, like in part one, right? Motherfuckers died. People got hurt. There was blood.
Egg.
There were stakes. In Boruto, bro, I guarantee you won't see blood. And someone dies, it's gonna be someone super like something very out of the bar you can think of. Oh, like
What about Neji, bro?
so. I'll be nice. There actually is one arc of Boruto that I think is really, really good. And it's an arc that takes place in part one of Naruto. um, I'll just say it because those don't know. Uh, saying this when it's Naruto is gonna sound jarring, but I'm used to this. Sasuke and Naruto go back in time to part one of Naruto. Because the Alien Clan, one of their members goes back in time to kill Naruto when he's younger because he's weaker, and to collect like the Naruto's beast energy or some shit. So they go back in time using a turtle, and they run into like Naruto and Jiraiya and everyone. And it's like when Tsunade just takes over. Um, so like, and we get some good moments when you take out the whole Boruto aspect. Like Sasuke sees how much he affected everyone, and he kind of goes like, "Damn, I was kind of an asshole." Um, we see like Boruto really realize the shit his dad went through. Finally. By the way, this is like episode like I think like 200 or something. So like, and that's when Boruto finally was like, "Oh, I mean, my dad went through some stuff." Whoa. Cause like Naruto turns Nine Tails for a second, and Boruto gets scared shitless. We get some great drama moments. Also, the music they use, they take all the Boruto shit out, and they use a lot of like old part ones, like bad situation stuff. So I like that a lot.
Like, I like when they just went back to part one.
It's like it's a praise, but also a critique. Because I'm saying that I liked it because it wasn't Boruto.
Boruto's a god again. The whole you're born as something or fucking like. No, I'm not saying that fucking. Like, I'm not saying that like that's the whole like point of the whole show, but like the Shinigami, it's like so heavily focused on that he's wrong, just for like later be like, oh, like it's dumb.
The whole Shinigami is kind of like Naruto always going like against the grain of like you don't have to be that because you're born that. Like it's like just because you're born a monster doesn't mean you have to be a monster Gara, you know, shit like that. And it's like, well, fucking hell, poor Gara. Why they gotta do him like that in Boruto, bro? Why he look like that? He looks like Ellen DeGeneres, bro. You fucked up.
He literally. I mean, yeah, I don't like his Shippuden design either.
It's
Like,
not as bad as Boruto though.
Okay, that's not saying much, but he literally peaked in like OG Naruto. His design OG Naruto was so raw and awesome, and then they're like, let's fuck everything about this up.
Let's fuck this dude up. Oh man, like what's part is my favorite character. I love the fourth Hokage, and you know how hard it is to say that when you realize that like you got outsmarted by a fucking like 14-year-old. Like bro, like uh, I hate that, bro. Like 'cause when you think it's Madara, it's better. It's like, well, you know, that was Madara, but it's just like it's Obito, and like yeah, he beat the shit out of him a little bit, but like still like he released the Nine Tails and got the fourth Hokage kill. Like Obito did like a lot of stuff still. I mean, he wanted to destroy the whole entire village, you know. Like he killed the fourth Hokage and his wife technically, and he still had control of the Nine Tails. Like that's some crazy shit to be able to do at 14 years old, you know.
Like, technically, it was a Nine Tails. He literally summoned it after styling on him.
Again, it sucks that Obito has like a really cool power. I like that little phase stuff, you know. It just sucks that it's like Obito, garbage character. I,
It sucks that you have it.
real. I fucking hate that he has that power. It's so cool. Why does he have it? He's so fucking dumb.
Yeah, but it's
He's
okay when he's LARPing.
like if Daigo's my number one, like Daigo Jima, Obito's my second. Like on people I fucking hate character wise. Oh, piece of shit. Uh, yeah, Boruto has a lot of like really crazy moments. Like it makes Naruto seem like it's trying to make Naruto seem like he's a shitty father because he works a lot.
He's never there for him, bro. What do you mean?
Ten has business selling shuriken and stuff, and apparently her business doesn't sell well because most ninjas don't need them anymore because there's not too much fighting.
That's funny though.
Uh, they have like a children day now, so like Naruto goes around with Himari like showing her stuff, and then trains with like Boruto, and Sasuke not knowing how to be a father just hits on his own daughter.
Well, he tries to kill her first. Okay.
Well, that's before that. When he first meets her after all, like well, not first meet when he sees her again after a long time, he tries to kill her, and then like later on when he's been in the more, then he hits on her. Kakashi gives him the Jiraiya's book.
Bro.
It's funny is that like Hidan versus I fuck up his name all the time. Asuma.
Asuma, yeah.
Okay,
Like that.
Hidan versus Asuma. I like that fight. Good fight. So fun fact, because Boruto does a lot. I think they do also for just cheap like little soy places. They'll do like a kind of like, hey, remember some like the older Naruto? So they do this. The problem with the whole rematch of Hidan versus like Tsunami, which is again, it's just a, which by the way, it's not Hidan. It's a guy LARPing as Hidan. He has kind of the look of Hidan. He has Hidan's scythe. He worships the same power. He is not Hidan though, and it's just Suma's daughter. However, this arc is disguised as a fucking filler arc, or I think it really is, because about most of the episodes are just the daughter being paranoid while old ass Kakashi and Might Guy just go, why are you worried? We're gonna go fishing. Why are you worried? We're gonna go poker. Why are you worried? We're gonna go sleep. And like she keeps going, there's nothing to worry about. And then the Hedon stuff happens, and then she fights him and blah blah.
You know, he didn't mention in the Shippuden, Rock Lee, Sakura, fucking the loving Naruto shit like that.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
The worst, like I used to play Shippuden, like
By the
Sakura
way, so
there.
you don't know about this guy. There's a guy who he reads like a lot of anime, like, anime YouTubers, right? He was doing Naruto, so he's watching the series. He got that scene, the infamous scene of Naruto, I love you, and he went, I fucking hate Sakura. He got so much shit for that from like the new fans, because they're like, it's Sakura. And every time I asked him about it, and I was like, "That's literally like the worst thing."
Everyone who watches Naruto does not like Sakura. Like it's such it's literally commonly known that she does not write woman well. So I don't get it.
That's to me the worst Sakura. Like that's like the moment I'm like, "Fuck Sakura." Like that scene's so bad. Like in it, oh my god. In it, I think Naruto had just gotten he got done meeting Obito Madara. He already had begged the Raikage to please don't kill Sasuke and all that shit. And Sakura appears, and they tell him that they have given permission to hunt down Sasuke because the village just got to take responsibility and blah fucking blah. And Sakura's trying to tell him hey, you give up, you're fine, this shit happens. And she goes, I love you. I when I first watched that scene, I yelled. I was like, no, and Naruto pushed her hand away. I was like, yeah, you fucking trike bitch! Get the fuck off that Naruto stick! Oh, stupid. Anyway, turns out she lied about this to make him go away, because she about 4 seconds later puts everyone to sleep so she can go and kill Sasuke alone. Because of course she probably fucking could. Just kidding, no she couldn't. And God, I love that Sasuke. That Sasuke in that moment of the anime is so good. I love that Sasuke. He's so fucking dark. Fucking. I also do love his laugh Do you remember his laugh during that? Like when he's like, they're like, "Come on," and he starts laughing.
He's like insane.
It's so fucking crazy.
And Sakura is the worst part of those parts. Sasuke when he almost kills her twice. My goat.
Oh, you know, did you say when it came to Shippuden, you stopped watching a lot and you just went, "Where's Sasuke? Sasuke? Okay."
Only after like 5 cut. Well, first of all, I skipped around it from the beginning because like I watched the first episode. I watched Gaara get fucked up. Then I switched to like Sasuke retrieval. Then I hopped around. Like it's really like what episodes sound cool. And then after like 5 Kage, I was like, okay, I don't care about this war, bro. I'm hopping around the Sasuke episodes. So I literally hopped from like 5 Kage to Sasuke talking to Hokages. And I'm like, man, what's going on?
Yeah. Um. Oh yeah. Fun fact. Naruto's wedding. Now this is mostly just supposed to be a wrap up point in the series. It's supposed to be a bunch of goofs, but there are some weird moments. One is that Orochimaru is openly walking around the village. It's kind of like if someone Bin Laden was walking around New York. He also leaves a wedding video for Naruto. Uh, Also, I don't know if you know this. You know Neji's in that.
And what?
The wedding stuff. You know his role is?
How?
He is a ghost haunting Lee.
What?
He's a ghost haunting Lee,
What?
and he's shitting on Lee, saying, "If the Lee I know would have gotten a better present."
What? What? Repeat that again. What?
After this, remind me, I gotta show you. Lee's asleep, and Neji appears, going, Lee, how could you weak fuck?" And Lee's like, "What the fuck, Neji?"
I would be too, bro.
And he's like, "Get up now and get something better." He's like, "Okay, Neji." And like that, like, again, like I don't know, like they don't really explain that for you, but like yeah, Neji appears that moment and go like, "Hey, uh, fucking, also Neji's death scene because he had to kill someone off, so he dies for Naruto, and he's just like, "I'm free now," and it's like, okay. Like that's the one thing Neji gets to do at least, out of all shit. But then he got to do something. It's funny because like Neji was like cool in part one to see like his taijutsu, like the triagams and stuff. Especially like in the Shinigans when they were like he's like just better than like most adults. Just to be kind of like thrown to the sidelines. Oh my god, fucking I like the Donzo fight. What else? I'm trying to think if there's anything else that really pissed me off. uh, you definitely did. Well, you didn't watch the Fourth Grade Ninja War, did you?
Nope.
So
I watched Naruto fight them, but that's.
so you know that the tsunami dream goes off near the end, right? So you're thinking, right? They do that, and they would just go back to our heroes going to stop this, right? Nope. We get to see each of our characters in their own dreams, and they're all filler parts of like long ass dreams. Each dream is different, by the way. Some are cool. We get to see a dream where like everything's better. The fourth Hokage doesn't die. So in this world, Naruto is like got his parents, and he actually learns how to do like the Nine Tails thing. Like like he would like when he gets beat, he teaches how to do Nine Tails state. He learns that during the pain arc instead.
How does he have the 9 tails that his parents lived?
They say same thing. They switch it up, but the Nine Tails didn't kill him. They feed the Nine Tails and split it up that way.
They still said "fuck our baby." This wasn't even the last option this time, but
but yeah, so they split it up, and in the pain arc, he switches to like the Nine Tails state with his mom, and they fight and shit. What else? Dry is alive. I think Pain doesn't kill him. Like honestly, generally think of anything like that would probably would have been bad, and it just didn't happen. And the Pains get beat easily. So that's I think that's Tsunade's dream, and Dan's alive. Um, I think it's Orochimaru. You're gonna fucking like hate this sentence. Orochimaru attacks the Leaf Village with a mech Naruto.
What?
Have you heard of mech Naruto?
No.
It's a Naruto robot that can shoot rockets out of its mouth, and he in I think Orochimaru's dream he attacks the Leaf Village.
Bro.
Yeah. Um. There's also a I don't remember if it's a dream or a movie, but there's one where there's one I think it's Sakura. This could have been a movie one or like her dream. I don't remember. But Sakura is in a dream state where she's in a world where certain characters' personalities have kind of switched. So, example, Hinata wears fishnets around her breasts that are big, and she's very slutty looking, and she's very outgoing and loves and wants to fuck.
Yeah, show me a picture.
Naruto is Sasuke personality. He has long hair and he's more edgy, and he tells women to fuck off. Sasuke is a simp and it gets rejected constantly, and he's a goof.
No.
I'm trying to remember.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to remember most of these personalities. I think Shikamaru is extroverted and like eats a lot, and Choji is like on a diet and like doesn't eat a lot. It's pretty much how this thing goes. That's what I remember from that one. That one's weird. Who else? Oh, you know Kiba?
Yeah, my nigga.
He's the Hokage in his. I think Lee beats up Sasuke and Neji in Naruto in his dream. So, it's just random dreams all around. Also, I'm gonna ramble this. You've heard me ramble this like 3 times. You're gonna hear a 4th one just for this podcast. There's a fucking movie, okay? I don't know when it takes place, but Obito, like disguises Madara, puts Naruto and Sasuke into a dream world, okay? Fine and dandy. We get some like cool scenes, I guess. Whatever. Anyway, the Akatsuki are in this dream. Mind you, he controls this fucking dream, and somehow Itachi is stronger than fucking Madara Obito in the dream. Fuck Kishimoto for dick riding Itachi, dude.
That's how you know you insecure. You dream of bros stronger than
he see like Itachi appears and like this Itachi is controlled by him, and he goes, "What the fuck are you?" And Obito goes, "Oh damn, you're more annoying in the dream world than you are in real life," and he runs away. I'm like, motherfucker, you made him. How much is Itachi's dick getting sucked? Where he's like, I'm gonna make Itachi, and I'm gonna make him stronger than me. It's like, bro, why? Like, it's so fucking dumb. I'm gonna have to cut that like part and lower my audio violence because I got loud. But I fucking hate that part. I love Itachi, dude. I do, but I hate how much he's dick ridden by the writer. Like, Jesus Christ, like, Itachi's literally just the best. He's literally just the best. Itachi knows everything and he beats everything.
Yeah.
Go Itachi. War Arc, he gets reanimated and he breaks control because he put a bird in Naruto and he did Genjutsu because he thought if he was ever controlled and he's Genjutsu against Naruto, he'd break free. Why the fuck would Itachi think of that scenario? Because he's Itachi. And he also had other jutsu that he fucking puts Kabuto in a cycle where he breaks free, and he's a good guy. He only has a genjutsu that makes you a good guy.
What?
Yeah, it's the Izanami. All right, lore dump. This genjutsu was used because apparently Uchiha was doing a lot of civil wars and killing each other. So what this genjutsu does, it puts you in a loop where you keep killing and killing your opponent. But every time you do, it resets. The only way to break free the genjutsu is to stop fighting, is to turn a leaf. Now, using that eye does make your eye blind, because Itachi's dead, he literally deceases right after, it doesn't matter. But to be fair, That means he has a genjutsu that makes you a good guy. Because Kabuto, the reason Kabuto's a good guy now is because that genjutsu was used on him, and he had to give up on his old ways to break free. Because Itachi is really the best shinobi that ever existed ever in the entire world. Like, honestly, I'm shocked Itachi's not called God of Shinobi, to be honest. Fucking, ugh. Oh yeah, Boruto has dinosaurs. I don't fucking know why, to be honest. I didn't keep up, but like, they have dinosaurs for some fucking reason.
What?
You got dinosaur, bro. Sasuke rides a raptor, dude. Uh, what? What else? Oh yeah, a video game developer nerd kid wants to be a ninja. Boruto.
Oh yeah, it's like super in the future now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's modern. So like,
So weird.
people have asked me this recently because we've been talking about Naruto. So I'll explain this for anyone who doesn't know. Um, now I watch Avatar: The First Airbender. I'm told that in Korra,
Yeah,
it's
it jumps a shit ton.
yeah it jumps to like a future of modern. It's pretty much like that. So like in Naruto, it's very like villagey. You know, it's like the most technology we have is like an earpiece. All right. So like technology is kind of shown, but from what we see, we don't see anything like no call like not really anything like that. And like and again, anytime we see technology, it's always in like the most rich land. And now to be fair, it's not like if technology didn't exist. By the way, there were like cranes and shit in part one. So like technology kind of existed, but again, it's like so like it's not really a direct answer. But to be honest, in like the villages at least, there wasn't like cell phones or TVs and shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Um, and in the end of Shippuden, Kakashi has like a laptop, and again, we're still pretty like grounded. Come Boruto, there's a train system that goes around Naruto. There's a train station. You know Times Square in New York? That's pretty much in the middle of the Leaf Village. And there is like TVs, there's news stations, there's antennas and stuff. There's a TV show people film. There's cars. There's even like a ninja tool that like you can put a scroll in and you can cast any jutsu with no chakra needed from your hand. That's plot in the Boruto movie. Yeah, so a little side tangent there.
Because again, they become too much, bro. It's just be like somewhat grounded spells.
So I don't know what it's called. But I just call it the Boruto armband. Um, in the Boruto movie, it's revealed that they've been developing a new ninja tool, and pretty much you put a scroll in the thing, and you can shoot a jutsu. So let's say you have no, you know like how Lee can't use any ninjutsu. You grab Lee, you put that shit in his arm. He can cast S tier water jutsu, stone jutsu, anything, if he has to scroll for it. And like we see this used by Kamaru, and you can also buff yourself. It's actually a really powerful ninja tool. Example: Boruto cheats in the tuning exams using a ninja tool, which is that tool, and he clears. Like people are coming at him, he summons a whole waterfall immediately. He could like summon like literally. We see in the Boruto movie when he spams it, he shoots a lightning, wind, water, fire, stone combined jutsu from the gauntlet at the god enemy,
Bro.
which he of course absorbed. But like he spammed like in 4 seconds. By the way, no hand jutsus. In about 4 seconds, he spammed all of that. It doesn't require any hand jutsu. But then again, most people don't do hand jutsu anyway. Actually, this Naruto fights someone. I don't remember who, but he's like just like fighting a Genin to kind of like just train with them. And there's a scene where he does hand jutsu and summons water, and no one even talks about the fact that he did like water jutsu. People lost their mind, including me, because we went, "Holy fuck, Naruto did hand jutsus."
Bro said including me.
I was like, what the fuck? He did hand signals. That's a big deal, bro.
You know the bar is low, bro.
I mean, Kari's like, Kari said she liked the fact that they didn't like do them like
Yeah, who
anymore.
cares what Kyrie has to say?
And I said that I said generally, I'd love them if they were longer. Like and I mean that take, by the way, like, cause like I know like you're seeing them go along. The thing is like it like you know he's about to throw out something crazy when he's doing them really fast. You know.
Yeah.
Like, also, like, it adds like a lot to it. So, like, you know, because like, it really sucks when a guy can just shoot blasts from his hand. It's really cool if you see him like doing it. It's like, oh, what's he doing? Also, it's cool to learn the jutsus because each one was different for something.
Yeah, also like it adds like this like balance of if you want something more powerful, you have to take longer to do it instead of just boom, it's there.
Yeah. But yeah, I just, it just like characters get wasted. It's stupid retcons, stupid story plots where everyone I was the one in charge. No, I was like the cool like the world just kind of falls apart. Also, the fact that like taijutsu and all this cool like ninja stuff is like faded away. It just kind of like leads into where it's almost like it's not even Naruto anymore. It's like something. I guess now it's Boruto, but like you know, it's so like kind of different.
Yeah.
Like we just change the paint, you'd go like this ain't like what is this? So you know, like I have to like give up on the on everything on that because like I just like I'm shocked there's actually fans for it. I mean they're fucking they don't care about the old series obviously, but still. Like oh yeah, Sakura is on the power level of fucking the other two now in Boruto, fucking blah blah blah. Oh yeah, some guy LARPs is Chiha. He's like some clone fucking guy, whatever.
Jiraiya?
Oh yeah, Jiraiya's a clone. He's alive and a clone.
What a great show.
Anyway, since we can talk, as people have asked me, I'll go ahead and say this. Personally, read part one. That's my honest take. Don't do anything else. If best, part one, and then like Pain Arc.
Well, I say the 5 Kage.
Okay, yeah, if you want extra, sure. But like, I'm real. If you go all the way through, it's gonna be rough. That's what Mo did. You know, we told him not to.
He stopped. Didn't even get through it.
I thought
He stopped in the work.
Oh. Oh. I think that pretty much. I pretty much run out. Like, you got anything else in your head?
No, I think we covered all of it like pretty quick. And now people can't bitch us because this is way shorter than the positive episode. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
To be fair, we covered the whole story first in the positive. We didn't have to do any of that in this episode.
Yeah, it's fair. Like a lot of the whole context was cut out. I mean, like there's not too much to cover in Boruto, to be honest. So like,
again, it's like the additional part here.
oh yeah, no, Boruto is born with a special Genjutsu eye that we've never seen before. Go Boruto. Anyway, I fucking
should have stopped. Should have stopped a long time ago.
Sleeping Dog's better. Hunter x Hunter better.
So true. So true.
Takashi, please release new chapters. I gotta catch up.
You do. You have a lot of reading to do, boy.
Yeah, like don't call me boy, but
you have a lot of reading to do, boy.
Yeah, but that arc, you were right. That arc is so much like. Thanks,
it's a lot of reading, a lot of tactics. Like it is.
Anyway, thank you all for watching. As always, I'm Chubbs.
I'm Skelly.
Please stop Kishimoto.